Are you intrigued by history and science that have contested explanations? Ever thought, I'm definitely smarter than my friends, but not as smart as the experts? Then join Craig and Dave as they explore the mysteries of who the why the and how the will they actually find the answers? Probably not, but they'll have a good time trying. Welcome to Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece. This week we got a good topic.
We do.
I love this.
This thing's great.
I'm excited about this. It's called the Sabu Disk.
The Sabu Disk. It is not Asian.
No, it's crazy. But before we get into this,
Before we get into it, what do we need to do?
we need to hear a word from our sponsor.
This episode of Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby makes energy drinks that are jitter-free, crash-free, have no sugar, no artificial colors or dyes, and no BS. You get steady energy that lasts without the jitters or afternoon crash. There's no sugar and all natural colors from fruits and veggies. It's made with coffee fruit extract plus vitamins and amino acids. Your brain needs all these to perform, and there are no fillers. It also comes in a variety of flavors, from Japanese yuzu to s'mores, flavors you won't find anywhere else. Use promo code Sci-Piece for a 10% discount. Go check out Dubby.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. I'm wearing the same shirt.
You are. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. So the Sabu Disk.
The Sabu Disk. So what is the Sabu Disk, Craig? Go ahead and give us a quick synopsis, unless you want me to do it. I don't care.
So I mean, it was a sculpture, a stone sculpture, but
It looks like like new rims for a tire.
yeah,
It's what it looks like. A new rim is what it looks like.
Yeah,
Actually, maybe the Egyptians were like riding dirty,
yeah,
just low riding.
low riding. Yeah, maybe they were spinners.
Imagine
Their carts,
just blinking up the
the
chariots.
chariots had spinner rims on them. Yeah,
The ground effects were all candles
Yeah.
underneath it. This is for when the Nubians took over Egypt. Cut that. No, don't cut it. Leave it. I don't care.
their truck nuts were actual real ones. From their enemies. No, no, but they it's a disc-shaped object.
It is. It's like the size of a wheel. I was
Yeah,
partially joking.
yeah.
But yeah.
And it's carved out of a stone, shast or scheist or something like that.
Yeah. It's stone.
It's
I think it's the
stone.
more important piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicate, a delicate stone, which is extremely hard to work with, and this thing has such an intricate pattern to it. It's very strange.
So
and very hard.
it is a circle, and around the edges, it's almost like a full round bead, like a bead that goes in a perfect circle. And picture is all like it had a flat surface, but on three sides they almost carved
Where it's folded in.
like rounded triangles and like folded it in three sides.
Yes.
And they're kept at an angle. And they're perfectly round, smooth. And in the center is a shaft for what looks like you would put an axle or something similar.
Yeah,
right?
something similar through. Yep.
And it looks mechanically engineered for a purpose.
It does. It looks like it definitely. It was found in a burial chamber
Right.
for Prince Sabu.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
But
The namesake. Yeah.
for the namesake of the, but they named it that because they don't
That's where they
know
found
what
it.
it is. That's
Yeah.
where they found it, and they don't know what it is. It's it's incredible that somebody was able to carve this out of stone.
On a stone.
5,000 years ago. That's
Right.
the other thing too. It's 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
So-
and it's one of those things where it's like this wasn't their first time carving this.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Chance like, well, none other have been found. Like, well, listen, this thing is so delicate that the rest of them either we haven't found or they just broke.
Oh, they're broke. Yeah, exactly.
It's like having
It's-
like one of those like 1/16th drill bits. Like, you know how many of those drill bits are in molding around my house?
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
the trim work in my door is being held up by the drill bit,
Yeah.
not the screw with the nail.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah. But it's true. They I mean, to sculpt something that detailed obviously took some time,
Yeah.
a tremendous amount of skill. So for you just to say, it's a decorative bowl is insane to me. I mean,
Yeah.
they did.
It's not out. All right, it's not out of the realm of possibility for some rich, wealthy
Yeah.
ruler to be like, I want you to make me something unique.
Yeah.
Here's all these gold coins. Like, that's not
Yeah.
wild to me. What's wild to me is someone created this.
Yeah,
And they're like,
exactly.
here, put this in your foyer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, serve someone olives off
yeah,
of it.
Yeah, next to the 30-foot obelisk my cousin carved for you. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't.
imagine it's like an ancient fidget spinner. Some kids
Yeah,
like, and he's
yeah.
like
just
just spinning it.
The crazy thing is, what if? I mean, who? I wonder if you put it on a shaft and spun it, if it made sound.
It's a just big party favor.
Yeah, like I wonder if it makes a certain.
I'm sure
sound.
it makes a sound.
Yeah, I wonder
because
if
it has pieces that will create wind resistance at different speeds, and it'll
Yeah.
create a sound, whether
Yeah,
it's a
whether it's-
desirable sound.
No, yeah, exactly. But
I'm sure it doesn't sound like Adele.
It's spin. It's like hello.
Yeah, it's probably called a Feldman disc, which is why the rest of them are all broken.
Yeah, but I just.
Sorry, I ruined your train of thought. I'm sorry.
No, that was good though. I liked it. No, like I'm trying to figure out like what purpose did this device have?
Because it hasn't been found anywhere else.
Hasn't been found anywhere else.
That's what kind of makes it more of a unique item, because
Yeah,
if it was machined to be used as, like we were talking about, if this is meant to be part of some kind of device, you'd think there would be more of them found instead of just
yeah.
one in a burial chamber.
Yeah, and there was doesn't seem like anything else in the burial chamber. In the burial chamber was found to work with this thing, like
Right.
if it was disconnect, part of a unit that was together, but. It was also 3,000 years old when they found it. So it could have just been
It's
a wooden
5,000
shaft.
years
I mean,
old.
5,000 years old. There could have been a wooden shaft that ran down the middle of it. That's just laying on the floor. And that was a pile of
Biodegradable other
dust.
parts. Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know. It's
You
true.
know, So there was that, because we did look and we saw some people come up with ideas where they had this 3 strings tied to it.
Right.
So almost like one of those where you could wind it up and it would go up the shaft,
Almost like a mixer.
and then let it and kind of go up and down like a mixer. Exactly.
Yep. Okay. I'm like, so for me, I look at this thing and it's so uniquely designed. It looks like it was engineered for some kind of mechanical purpose.
Mechanical purposes. Yeah.
That's where my brain goes.
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanical engineer. I'm not even a car guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But I look at this, I'm like, that was made for some purpose.
purpose.
Other than like, hey, it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, some things look cool. I'm like, that you're not gonna do anything with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Look at this sculpture of glass. Looks like a waterfall. I'm like, that's fantastic.
Yeah. It looks great. It's
What am I
useless.
gonna do with that?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with that?
That thing's useless. Yeah.
But this thing, if someone's like, hey, have this, I'm like, ooh, what does it do?
Yeah.
It looks like it does something. My first thought was it's a drill bit.
Yeah, you said that in the beginning. It was a drill bit, and I was like, "Ooh!" I never thought about that. Like, I
Full
didn't-
full disclosure between us, we talked about this right before we started. Is like it looks like a drill bit,
Yeah.
and we actually, Craig spent a few minutes and threw it into AI,
Yeah.
and we talked and asked it to evaluate the plausibility of it being some kind of drill bit, and it's not likely simply because of the way the folds come in.
Yep.
They're almost too brittle; they break.
Which
makes sense.
The
All right.
material that it was made out of, it would be too brittle for to serve that function.
Right. If it was a stronger material, okay, but for that, probably not. Okay, all right. I'm back. Logical.
Yeah.
What makes sense? I can be convinced because I don't have a strong opinion.
Could it have been a flywheel that drove a drill?
That seems more likely.
You know what I mean? Like we said, if you're lifting that thing up and down, say you got two guys on each end, and you got the string going. You know, if there was rope tied to it, and you're just pumping it up and down, that center shaft is spinning back and forth, back and forth. We find those perfectly drilled holes everywhere.
Yeah. It would create stability and uniformity with something like that.
Yeah, for two,
It's,
or
as
even
a
one
gear-
person to hold it and just pump it up and down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a pump drill. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
My wife calls me.
I've heard her call you other things, but
Doesn't have a lot of depth, but sorry, go ahead. But no. It fits the look, the profile of a mechanical piece to something.
Exactly.
Whether it was the head of a bit or something, or it was part of a larger machine. I don't know. It was important enough to bury with someone of prominence.
Of prominence, yeah, exactly.
To me, a coffee table decoration probably doesn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if the glass bowl on my coffee table gets buried with me.
Yeah, exactly.
There's other things that for me would be more important. Like I'd rather have that with me.
Yep.
So my second thought besides the drill bit would be, could it be the negative for a mold?
Yep.
Like, all right, so you use that, you pack sand, which you can look at blacksmiths now that will pack sand around a shape,
An object. Yeah.
remove the object, and use that as a mold.
Yeah.
Could it be something like that where, all right, so we build it out of stone so it lasts, remove it, cast the negative
Cast
space
it
with
into-
metal.
With metal, yeah.
That's plausible.
That's a
You
possibility.
threw that into AI. What did it tell you?
It said due to its shape, it said it's not a crazy idea. Due to its shape, it might be a little tough for it to be a mold. Just the way molding works.
Makes sense, yeah.
Which makes sense. But it also said, it's not out of the realm of possibility that it was a template
Right.
or draft design for something functional.
Yeah. But if you so let's explore that. It was like, so this pharaoh was responsible for, like, I commissioned the idea of creating this device.
Yeah.
This was the centerpiece of it.
Yep.
It's coming with me.
It's coming with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I invented something and I had the draft, like, I'm taking it.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
Like everybody else can be poor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But it's true because think about how everything was designed. I mean, now we do it obviously on computer and stuff. But if you go back, I mean, just go back to the 60s, 70s when they were making muscle cars. Those guys, they were carving those things out of clay
Yeah.
and wax, and that's what it's gonna look like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
I'm designing a car. Where? On my desk?
Yeah,
With Play-Doh.
With Play-Doh, exactly. And they would sculpt the design, and then they would measure it and scale it and do all the things, and then make the molds to design it.
Yeah.
You know, even that, it could be a scaled down version of something. You know what I mean? Like this, like here it is,
scaled up.
or scaled up.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it needs to look like. Get on it.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
even, let's. No. All right. All your people are dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But even if it was something as simple as we started with a mixer,
Yeah.
what if this was the pharaoh or the leader that was responsible for, I invented beer
Yep.
and we made it better with this mixing
This
device.
mixes, yeah. This is how we mix the mash or whatever for whatever, or
Right.
even if it was wine You know,
Right.
we use this to spin the juice out of the grapes, like, you know, like whatever.
Yeah, I think that's more likely than this being the thesis project for some dreadlocked white girl that smells like patchouli in ancient Egypt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
exactly.
Look what
Yeah.
I made for your
Look what I made
table.
yeah, exactly.
It brings this piece to your room. It's like, shut up, you're dead.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
No, that
Exactly.
seems less likely than it served a function that was important to this person.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm responsible for this. We just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
He took the piece with him that was the keystone to whatever it was.
And it's an amazing, like the fact that somebody carved that. I'd like to see somebody carve that now.
Now, even if it was a decoration, which I don't think it was,
No, yeah,
and someone made this purely for this guy,
Yeah.
it was like, look what I made you. That by itself is incredible.
it's incredible.
Incredible. 5,000 years old. All right, sorry about that. We had to stop. I needed to refill my dubby. I was,
Yeah,
I was getting a little low, so I had to dubby up.
I almost yawned at one point.
All right, no, I had to
Yeah.
go get some natural energy
Little
drink,
boost.
and Dubby did the
Yeah.
job for me.
Yeah.
So I'm back. I'm ready. We're ready to finish
Yeah.
about the Sabu Disk. So
Yep.
thank you, Dubby. No, I think I was talking about, like, I think whether this thing was engineered to be a mechanical piece or a decorative piece is fascinating either way. I'm going to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest. My gut instinct tells me it was engineered to be more mechanical and functional,
Yep.
simply because it's too symmetrical. It has such an odd shape. When you see like artwork, it's different. This thing is too symmetrical and perfect to be just random art. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like decorative.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. It seems a little off to be just decorative to me.
Yeah, it's not an incense burner.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's none of that stuff. I think it had served some sort of purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? But
We could all be wrong.
yeah, exactly.
like-
But it's
I-
less likely that it was just something decorative.
How often have we talked about like just having other information, evidence, helping you tell a story? Is like,
Yeah.
all right, we didn't just find this disc in a vacuum.
No.
This thing was engineered from stone. It was buried with somewhat of prominence and importance.
Yep.
Importance?
Important.
Jeez.
You need that W.
I need more W. Yeah.
you-
But like it was, someone selected this and said, I want this to follow me forever.
yeah.
And you don't do that with a decoration. No one's ever done that with a decoration. You
No.
do it with something that's important to you and you think should be important to everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it was more than a decoration or an incense burner. You know what? Like,
Exactly.
I'm not smart enough to say it did something like this or it moved. I think it moved. I think it
think
was
so.
part of something larger simply because it was designed to fit into something. It's how it looks to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I'm not a car guy, I'm not a machine guy, but I know enough to know that was built to do something. It wasn't built just to sit
Just
idle.
to sit and look. And it, like I said, if you look at in the center of it, it has this perfect hole, which is flanged for like to put a shaft in. It's
Right.
not filled in. It's nothing. It's flanged.
Yeah. It was a
It's a
pulley.
hole.
It was
Something
a wheel.
went through
it
the
was
middle
a,
of
It
that.
was yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't design something to fit into a shaft to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't do that unless you're my 76-year-old parents that have things that spin in their backyard.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, we get you a windsock. Like, I don't want a windsock. It was made out of stone. It's not floating in the wind. It did something more than just look cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
So the normal guy in me looks at it and says, that did something.
Yeah, exactly.
What did it do? That's where my engineering, my intellect stops. I'm like, I don't know.
Yep.
I would argue that it did something.
Yep.
Period. That's kind of where I land with this thing, this disc. It's like, we found one, it was buried with this guy. I guarantee there's more.
There was more.
There's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
We've talked about this region anywhere, like in Egypt. There's more of everything that we found. There's more of stuff that we haven't found.
That we haven't found. Yeah, exactly.
It was part of something we don't know and don't understand. That's
Yep.
I will argue that point.
Yeah.
If I was
Agreed.
challenged
No.
to, what does it do? I don't
know.
I don't know.
But it does something.
Yes.
You know,
It's like,
if somebody
this
threw
is
a-
like me like talking to my boss every September. Like, listen, I do something.
I do something. I don't
I
know
can tell you what
it
I
is.
do. But I do something.
Yep.
Keep me around.
But I mean, it's like if I went and just pulled a piece out of the center of the space shuttle, you know what I mean, and brought it here and threw it down on the table, you'd be like, I don't know what that is, but it does something.
But yeah, I don't think it's meant for a candle.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's
Yeah, that probably kept someone's butthole clean in space. I don't know what it does,
don't know,
but
but
it's
it did
not.
something.
It's not a candle holder.
yeah, exactly.
You know, so whatever it was, whatever it did, it was important enough for someone to preserve, and in that culture, not just in their life, it was after they died.
After they
Like,
did, yeah.
this is going to live with me forever, which is what their belief was.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. It's just I don't know where you go with it. Like, I mean, you know, people watching can seeing the picture of it, see what we're talking
Yeah,
about. It's tough to describe it in a sense to people listening.
And
But you can
this-
look it up and check it out. You know.
This is one of those where I would love someone with like an engineering background, a mechanical background, something along those lines that could look at this from an objective perspective and say, it looks like you would do this. You
It
suggest
looks
like
similar
a
to
mixing
something-
device.
yeah.
Like, okay, that makes sense for me, but I don't have that perspective of like dynamics of like you know, thermal dynamics and this and that. I don't have that.
Yeah,
I'm not there.
yeah.
I know the words.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the
yeah.
math.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I
Yep.
think I would love to hear from someone that looks at things from that perspective and tell me or tell us like,
what it,
I've seen things similar shape that do this.
that do this. Yeah, the potential
Okay.
for it
Right.
to do something.
And
yeah.
then I would love to take that information and have a more like, you know, educated conversation. Like, what would they be doing in ancient Egypt with that?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a fascinating device, object, whatever to me, because there's enough intrigue. Like, it did something. I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what.
I'm more intrigued. I'm intrigued by the pump drill idea, like the, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. But
That
who
makes
knows?
sense.
You know, but who knows? It could, or even just moving liquids, mixing, like you said, mixing
Yeah.
big vats of beer. They had, you know.
It was part of the two-stroke pyramid engine.
Yep, there you go.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
That's what it was.
It was the mixer for the
Yeah,
oil and
yeah.
the gas. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But I mean, we could speculate until the cows come home.
Yeah.
Until they get in that Sphinx and find that scroll, we'll never know.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't Craig and Dave's speculation piece.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Yep. So.
No. So please, let us know your thoughts, your educated guesses on the Sabu Disk. We would love to hear your thoughts on what you think it is, what it did, why it's important in history.
Yeah.
Send those thoughts and ideas to cdscipiece@gmail.com. I would say call in, but we don't have a phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, we would love to hear your ideas, your thoughts. And if you have suggestions for other topics for us to talk about, let us know.
Let us know. Comment on the episodes.
Like
you know.
our episodes, subscribe on YouTube, check us out on
Yeah.
Spotify, any place else you listen. Like, tell your friends, tell your family. If you want to bore them more online, tell them what we do.
Yep.
But no, so I don't know. Anything else you want to say, Craig?
I think that's it. I think we pick one more topic.
We need to
for
pick
next.
one more topic, and we'll go back to our assistant,
Yep.
Aria, who's going to come in and pick another topic for
Picking
us.
another topic.
All right, kiddo, what are we talking about next time? Reach into the Holy Grail.
Oh, you dropped one
She's
out
going
there.
wild. All right.
Yep.
Josh Gates will be proud of what you picked. What did you pick? The Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar.
All right,
Yep.
that is a fantastic topic for our next episode. So
It
then-
is. I like it.
So check us out.
By the way, my dad writes really weird.
Yeah, I write really weird. Thank you.
Yeah.
They are hieroglyphs to my 8-year-old.
Yeah.
So join us next time on Craig and Dave's Sci-Piece when we talk about the Knights Templar. Anything else?
Love you, Josh.
Love you, Josh.